welcome you to night 2 of the Hawaiian Airlines Volleyball Classic. The Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. American University expected to be a significant challenge for the Rainbow Wahine. Also, probably represent a significant challenge for the announcing team in the pronunciation of some of these Eagles names, as we mentioned. Ironically, American University does feature 6 foreign-born players, most of whom strong contributors. And on the opening serve, it is the setter, Monica Schmidova, who sends it into the twine. So Hawaii strikes first here in set number 1. And an interesting note in the starting rotation, McKenna Granado getting the start to serve for Hawaii.
I think she will play through the back row, and I think that Ty Manu Olival will play for her in the front row.
All right, here we go now.
That was the tactic taken really in a portion of the last 2 matches for Hawaii, and it worked out for them. That serve didn't work out for Granado, though, and we're tied at 1. The Eagles coming in 3-2 on the year. 0-2 versus nationally ranked opponents. They took 4th-ranked Florida to 4 sets and then lost in 3 straight. Last night against UCLA, ranked 25th. Somehow popping that one up with Schmidova, and then the swing taken in the middle of the floor by Alexandra Kazawa from Poland, a 5'11" freshman making her first career start.
Nice little pancake from Schmidova that time. She's their captain, all-league player, many times player of the year in the Patriot League 2 times.
Here's Kazawa from the back row, but the triple block was up and in full force. Nikki Taylor, Emily Maglio, and Calais Greeley.
Kazawa getting the starting nod tonight because of her heavy arm. That time it went heavily into the hands of Calais Greeley.
Ooh, that serve was drifting, fielded by Hawakale Dawson, though, out of Kailua. Hawaii in transition. It's Taylor from off the net. Didn't really get a good swing on it. Chance now for American. Kazawa from the back row. Rat-a-tat it around, but it'll be a mishit called against Hawaii, so a point for American. And already several sets on the pipe to Alexandra Kazawa, making her first career start. Here's Dawson out of Iolani School, sends it into the net. And it's 4 serving 2 coming up for the home team, Rainbow Wahine.
Rainbow Wahine, the beneficiaries of half of their points tonight off missed serves by American.
Here's Nikki Taylor. Got the overpass, so Hawaii with the advantage. The set 2, Greeley goes over the block. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. And Hawaii up 3 here in the opening set.
What a night Greeley had last night. 12 kills, 2 errors, hit 345. She's normally around a 250 hitter. Hit 345, 100 points above her normal average.
Yeah, throw in 4 blocks and 11 digs for good measure. Right side, the set goes to Sarah Katz. Hits it long, another point for Hawaii. Sarah Katz, the 6'4" senior from Louisville, Kentucky. Ben Kia'aina, the PA announcer this weekend, last night referring to her as Sarah Katz, K-A-T-Z. If you have that spelling in your last name in this building, it's pronounced Katz.
That's correct.
Nikki Taylor busting out the ace here, and Hawaii up a handful in the early goings of the opening stanza. Timeout taken by Barry Goldberg and American U. Welcome back. Let's check out the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. Chris.
Well, for American, they got a Xerox Florida. That was their match where they took the 4th-ranked Florida Gators to 4 sets. Almost took it to 5. And for UH, they got to spread it out. Nikki Taylor can't be hitting 50 balls a match. Other players got to get in the mix.
That can make it a little easier on her if she's able to put together some long strings at the service line. And she goes back-to-back on the aces, sandwiching the timeout. It's 8 serving 2. Forcing another overpass. Hawaii with the big advantage. Middle set, Emily Maglio pumping it down. And Hawaii coming out like gangbusters here on this Saturday evening.
Maglio goes hard on this pass, gets up high, hits it hard, gets a commit blocker on her, and still wins the battle.
Taylor taking a little something off on that one. Dawson handles this pass, and the set goes left side to Allison Capolino. She leads the team with 2.8 kills per set. A 5'9" senior from Penfield, New York. Had 8 kills on 28 attempts, hit .214 in that sweep loss to UCLA yesterday.
And picked to be a preseason all-conference player in the Patriot League.
This is Shelby Vlonderen with the serve. Greeley gets the set on the outside. Dug up over the net, so the free swing by Maglio, but right there is Kazawa. Left side, here's Capolino. Got the touch. Was able to find the floor. So 4 serving 9. Couple of consecutive points here for the American Eagles. We mentioned 3-2 on the year. Hawaii, of course, coming in ranked 17th in the nation, off to a 4-0 start this season. Here's Taylor, the D set. The D bomb.
Wow. Goes high, up and over the block, down the line, challenges that two-person block. Let's count her sets tonight. I'm really curious as to whether or not Dave Shoji is mandating that Taylor Higgins spread out the sets and not rely on Nikki Taylor all night long.
American unable to transition with a full swing, so the advantage for Hawaii, but Maglio got roofed. I'm not even sure if that one got over the net, but they're going to credit the block to Aaron Swartz.
I think Nikki Taylor got hurt in that last ball she dove for.
She's coming out.
She just asked to be relieved by Megan Huff. She's going right to the trainer.
That is a major turn of events here in the early goings of this match. Nikki Taylor averaging over 5 kills per set.
Called back row attacker by Taylor Higgins, but Taylor Higgins was not a back row setter in that case. He was a front row player, so they'll do a replay.
So 5 serving 10. Here's Capolino with the ace. So Hawaii starting swimmingly here in this first set. But now a couple of points for American. You have Nikki Taylor leaving the floor for a possible injury. And American with some energy trying to get back into this one. The overpass and put down on the second touch by the setter Monika Schmidova out of the Czech Republic. And all of a sudden it's a 3-point opening stanza.
Schmidova is the catalyst on this team. She touches the ball every other time, and she is a good one.
The reigning Patriot League Player of the Year. Here's Huff from the back row, sent it long, no touch at the net. And American on a run here, 4-0, 8 serving 10.
Megan Huff with a good swing there. She's been playing some good volleyball in practice. Let's see if she can do it in the game.
Capolino again to serve. 4 aces on the year. Here's Granado, roofed. Getting the gist of that one was Schmidova. A 5-0 run for American, and Dave Shoji senses things going awry, signals for a timeout. Welcome back. Tonight's series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. It is a history between these two programs that dates back to about 15 minutes ago. This is the first ever meeting. Capolino, two-handed by Kahakai, and Huff soft hits it over. And put over on the second touch again by Schmidova. Second time she's done that on this now 6-0 run by the Eagles, and they have knotted things up, Chris.
Schmidova, a very offensive player, as you can tell. That's why she's made Patriot League All-Conference 4 years in a row.
Hey, she averages 1.47 kills per set, so yes, she is very offensive-minded. Taimano Levao inserted into the match for Granado as Huff catches it fat and sends it long again. The run continues, but Nikki Taylor now re-entering the match.
Okay, the word from Ryan Suji was that she was using an inhaler in the hallway, so maybe it was some sort of an asthma situation.
High and away, the set goes to Mano Levao, and she's able to trickle it through the proposed block and down, and that ends a run of 7 straight for American. A much-needed finish by Mano Levao. Hawaii led by as many as 7, seemingly just moments ago, and now Gianna Guinasso will come in, the sophomore out of Huntington Beach, to serve on 11-11. And into the twine it goes. So some of the problems that reared their heads last night in the opening set against Iowa out of the Big Ten starting to once again surface here in the middle portion of this first set against American. Serve goes long from Aaron Swartz, though. We're tied again. Here's Taylor Higgins. Led the team in service aces last year, just one so far this season. The set goes to Kazawa, and it's a net violation called against Hawaii.
That was Nikki Taylor into the net.
Again, if you're just joining us, Hawaii jumping out on American, led by 7 here just moments ago in this first set. Nikki Taylor, though, left the match. Looked like she was having some difficulty breathing. Ryan Suji telling us that she used an inhaler in the hallway just behind the Rainbow Wahine bench. Reinserted into the game, appears to be okay, but in the process of all of that, the wheels came off a bit for Hawaii. American making a run, and here we are, 13-13.
America started playing well at exactly the time that Hawaii was reshuffling players all over.
McKenna Granado, the freshman out of Punahou School, slaps it into play. Bump set goes left side. This is Katz. And the blockade was up. And a late swing taken as the whistle blew. The block will be credited to Taylor and McGill, but look, American played on. And McGill actually took a little pop on the noggin after the fact. As you take a look at Barry Goldberg in his 27th year. So another longtime veteran coach on the sideline opposite Dave Shoji, of course, in year number 41 for the Rainbow Wahine. What's happening here, Chris?
Well, Barry Goldberg saying, you know, that ball was covered. It came off her shoe or came off her hand or something. The ball was in play and was alive. And he's quickly corrected by Dixon Chum and says, no, the ball was down. The play was over.
The whistle did blow. There's no doubt about that. Granado sends it long. And service line issues for Hawaii here at this juncture.
Granado missing 2 of her first 3 serves.
Yeah, pretty uncharacteristic for her. Here's Alexandra Kazawa. Taylor from off the floor. How about the angle there, Chris?
That was a sharp angle. As sharp as we've seen from Nikki this year. Nice control. She had 2 blockers up. Had she gone line, she would have been stuffed. There she goes cross court. Difficult shot to dig.
15 serving 14. Kahakai slaps it over. Here's Capolino flying in, dug up by Kahakai. Beautifully done. Now Taylor from the opposite side puts it down. And it looks like she's doing okay on those last couple of sequences.
Yeah, she looks much fresher. She was actually smiling after a few plays ago, kind of laughing at herself maybe that she had to be taken out to catch her breath. You don't see that happen that often in volleyball.
Right side, this is Katz, the dink, diving save, Kahakai. The setup to KG. Greeley is blocked, but there's Higgins. Kahakai bump set to Greeley. Second time, the block was there. An imposing block, mind you. 6'4" freshman Mary Smith from Maryland with the denial.
Kahakai was the save, but she's not letting any tips drop tonight at all. And there's a block by Mary Smith, 6'4". She is huge up front. Played on one high school team where she was undefeated.
Well, there was no rejecting that one. Emily Maglio bringing the heavy hit.
And Maglio got pulled last night because she wasn't offensive enough. Tonight, she's bringing lots of offense.
Averaging 1.3 kills per set. You saw the hitting percentage there, 267. Also 12 blocks. When she has contributed, she's done so impressively. 17 serving 15. Good pass there. Right side, it's Katz. Hawaii getting the touch. Middle set, Mags blocked. Kahakai there to cover. Mags a second time blocked and then put down. Wow, Mary Smith, that was imposing in the middle.
Mary Smith, just a freshman, playing like a veteran here in the largest crowd I'm sure that she's ever played in front of.
By Granado. Middle set, Mags.
3 times in a row. Repeats 3 times to Maglio until Maglio got it right. A good connection. Great pass up front. Good cutback that time by Emily Maglio.
So 18 serving 16. And here is Calais Greeley. She's been such a steady player now in her sophomore season out of Riverside, California. Pass by Hawaiian Dawson. Left side, Capolino tried to nudge it past the block. Diving save, Manu Levao, and Taylor able to get a swing on it. But it's put over on the second touch by, guess who? Monika Schmidova again.
I think Dave Shoji's going to change his defensive alignment now and have somebody commit on the center, because she's got 3 kills already, having a field day up front.
She is a dynamic player. Mentioned Patriot League Player of the Year last season, the preseason Patriot League Player of the Year this year. Manu Levao up the ladder and down the chute it goes.
And guess what? Maglio drawing some attention there. Got 2 blockers to go for Maglio that time because of that last attack she had, leaving Manu Levao with only 1 blocker on her.
Here's Guinasso. Had a service error the first time, but that time gets it in. And then the hit almost dropped against that back line, but Kozawa, again, the freshman, first career start tonight. Former member of the junior national Polish team, but maybe some of those freshman nerves rising to the top here early on for Kozawa.
Exactly. Here comes the closer, Kendra Kelsch.
Okay.
Coming in for Taylor Higgins. Two-handed from the serve that time by Capolino, and then pumped down by Kozawa. So you see certainly some of the potential there and that thunderous hit by Alexandra Kozawa.
Watch out when her nerves calm down. Remember, she played the youth national team for Poland, the junior national team. Coach Barry Goldberg says she's got 1 heavy arm. Watch out. He wants a lot of velocity on the pins tonight.
Here's another freshman, one of 6 freshmen on this roster. Kennedy Etheridge with the serve. The setup to Manu Levao, the dink, covered by Kozawa. Back row set goes to Capolino. Greeley with the nice dig. Here's Taylor from the back row.
How many times has Nikki Taylor bailed out the Rainbow Wahine during transition the last 2 weekends? She's been amazing from behind that 3-meter line. Nice dig by Greeley. Keep the ball alive. Great back set by Higgins, and down the line goes Nikki Taylor again.
21 serving 18. Kozawa off the Taylor block and out.
Taylor made a nice move into the angle, just got her hands tangled up. She knew exactly where Kozawa was going to be hitting that time.
Here's Schmidova to serve. Entering the match tied for first on the team with 5 aces, handled by Manu Levao. Middle set, McGill rising up, got blocked, saved by Kahakai. Greeley with the swing. And we play on here on this sequence, but a little miscommunication and a free ball that goes wide of the floor. It was the libero Dawson and the center Schmidova colliding in the center of the floor on the American side.
Barry Goldberg up off the bench that time, questioning that there's a cover by Kahakai, but the set right there by Taylor Higgins was questioned by Barry Goldberg. He said that ball came out spinning, not a good set. He says, no, that was not a good set.
Barry Goldberg, he's an animated fellow. Great guy to talk to as the middle set goes to Mary Smith. And yeah, she's playing like a veteran here so far in this match. And you know what? As we mentioned, with some of the pronunciations of these names, how happy are we as the announcers that there is a Mary Smith out there playing?
Barry Goldberg is a walking soundbite, by the way, in case you didn't know.
He is, absolutely. Taylor getting the set from Kahakai, tools the block. That's now 5 kills for Nikki Taylor on 7 attempts. No errors. Timeout taken by American.
As I said earlier, I think Dave Shoji is going to be keeping an eye on Nikki Taylor's attempts tonight. If they're going to be good at all for UCLA tomorrow, I think Nikki Taylor's got to get less than 50 attempts tonight, not make 50 attempts her normal task, her normal job every night, night in, night out.
Yeah, UCLA.
She won't make it.
UCLA looking like it's on a mission here in its annual trip to the islands. Remember, got swept by LMU prior to this Hawaiian Airlines Volleyball Classic for the 2nd straight season, mind you. But they have looked really sharp, sweeping American, swept Iowa earlier this evening, and there is head coach Mike Seeley. Well, while we have a timeout, let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3. This is Hawaii single match digs now. And you have T. Williams, one of the greatest offensive players in Hawaii history, with the record.
And how about Anna Furberg in second? And they did that in the same match, November 7th, 1988 at Cal Poly. And then there's Tita Ahuna, the beloved Tita Ahuna, the captain, the coach.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive stuff right there on that top 3 list.
Those are the days of regular scoring.
Exactly. The matches could theoretically go on for days.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to see a shot of Monika Schmidova, their 4-time All-League player, former ABC All-American, preseason Player of the Year pick for the Patriot League this year.
Yeah, she's a good one. It's amazing talking to Barry Goldberg about how he found his way into the network of foreign recruits. Right side set goes to Katz through the block, kept alive by Granato. Right side, here's Taylor. The block was late, and she made the Eagles pay.
That block was split, I think, largely because Emily Maglio's drawn some attention there. Mary Smith did not get out there. I think she was still worried about Emily Maglio in the middle.
So Aloha ball here in the first. Back row set is blocked. Kazawa got blocked there. An American just getting it over the net and gets the point. I mean, that's a scramble play that pays off in a very opportune moment.
There's a weird kill that Sarah Katz will take any day. 6'9" senior bumps it over for the big K.
So still Aloha ball. Dawson with the serve. Granato the pass. Quick middle to Maglio. Kept alive and returned. Second try for Maglio. Still rat-a-tatted around and sent over by Schmidova. Can Greeley finish? Dawson with the dig. Set left side. Capolino through the block, kept alive by Greeley. Here's Taylor, still looking to finish the deal. Kazawa from the back row. Kahakai there. Higgins chases it down. Greeley, tough angle. Blocked and roofed. Blocked by Aaron Swartz. An American postponing the conclusion of this one for at least one more point.
Dave Shoji has one timeout left. Let's see if he uses it here if American scores.
Here's Taylor. And it's Paul. Nikki Taylor with her 7th kill of the opening set in Hawaii takes it 25-22. There was certainly a little bit of turbulence in the middle portion of that set, but Hawaii up 1.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Well, Nikki Taylor needed a breath of fresh air in the middle part of that first set, but it did the job. 7 kills, 10 attempts, Chris.
Just go ahead and use it. Use the inhaler. Get some energy. Get some blocking. Right side attacking D-balls. And she's hitting the ones on the net as well. Plus, her serve has been very effective. What's really interesting, though, is that Olivia McGill, also usually the second high producer, 0 kills in the first set. And on the other side of the net, Kazawa for America with 5 kills leading the way. But you know who their number 2 kill leader is? Their setter, Schmidova. Watch out, Dave showed you change the lineup.
For Hawaii, Emily Maglio getting to carry a heavy load in that first set. 4 kills on 10 swings, hitting 300. And I think Dave Shoji obviously would like to see McGill a little bit more of a presence early on, but the efficiency numbers are something he would take coming off of the discussion that you had, Chris, about the workload for Nikki Taylor last night, 52 swings.
Exactly. Not the one. McGill only got 2 sets, but Maglio got 10. So 12 of their 36, 1/3 of the sets are going to the middle. That's good news. That's a good number. Over 25% is solid.
So it'll be Taylor Higgins to start things off here in set 2, and Hawaii had the dump shot covered there. Good adjustment, and McGill gets in the book under the kill column.
Notice they had a blocker assigned to Shpidova. I don't know if it was the left side blocker that helped or not, but in either case, McGill finishes, terminates, gets her first kill of the night.
Good pass there by Kazawa. Capolino from the outside, two-handed in the air by Kahakai. Now Granato from the outside. That's dug up by Dawson. Capolino a second time. The dink covered by Higgins. Popped up in the air, and Kahakai sends a free ball Americans' way. And the step out goes to Swartz. Diving save Higgins. Taylor from the opposite position pumps it home.
Savannah Kahakai with a gorgeous set to the outside. Watch Higgins with the save right there, popping it up, laying it out, and Kahakai, what a beautiful set to the outside. Taylor does what she does best, 8th kill in 11 tries.
How well has Kahakai played here in the last few matches as Taylor Higgins pulls out an ace from the deck?
Yeah, Savannah wasn't pleased with her play the first weekend. She didn't feel like she passed as well as she could, and she certainly cleaned that up. Took a lot of extra reps this week in practice, I'll tell you that.
3 serving 0. Capolino from the outside, dug up by Savannah Kahakai. Here's Greeley from the back row. And Hawaii on a 4-0 run to start set 2.
Meantime, McKenna Granato doing a nice job of getting the assist. There's a dig by Kahakai, and Granato right there popped it up perfectly for Greeley. 3 people up, but Greeley just knows how to get over blocks when she has to.
Oh, that's another ace by Taylor Higgins. We mentioned she had a team-high 39 service aces a season ago. Had just 1 coming into this 5th match of the year. That's 2 in 1 service rotation.
She was about ready to break out. It was just a matter of time. Nice jinx, Kanoa. Nice jinx. It's called the bachi, you know? And you're getting really good at it.
Hey,
you're among the best.
I didn't see you jumping off of the bachi bandwagon there. 1 serving 5 here in set 2. Capolino. The pass by Granato. High and away. Taylor, big swing. Monster kill.
You know, when Nikki Taylor has to take a swing like that, where she's not having to pass the ball, she's on the left side, it's an easy approach, gets up and sees the block, taking her line away, so she goes cross court. It doesn't take as much out of her. When she hits all those D balls over and over and over again, that's what takes the life out of her, and what she's got to watch out for as far as her energy is concerned for tomorrow against UCLA.
Another service error for McKenna Granato. That's 3.
It's her 3rd of the night. Not good.
There's Kennedy Etheridge, another freshman getting some opportunities here in this match. Olivia McGill rising high with the putdown.
Great pass by Kahakai right up to the net. McGill up quickly. Ball set up high. McGill's faced with 1 block committing to her, but she found a way around it, as she normally does.
Kahakai, the pass was close to the net. Dinked over by Smith. Hawaii had it covered. Here's Taylor against a double block. Dug up over the net by Dawson. Higgins picks and chooses, goes backside to Nikki Taylor, and the Taylor-made connection works again.
Taylor to Taylor, as you said. Nikki just keeps on delivering. And Taylor Higgins just keeps on delivering as well.
Left side, that's Kazawa. And again, Alexandra Kazawa getting the start tonight. Barry Goldberg saying, you know, she packs a punch, and we just want to give her an opportunity. He says these kinds of tournaments give us the chance to tinker a little bit. As we see Kristina Lindovska, senior from the Czech Republic, into the match for the first time tonight for America. Here's Greeley from the outside. Diving save Dawson. And it'll be 2-handed over. Kahakai handles it for Hawaii. Greeley comes flying in again, and she's able to find the floor.
I'll tell you one thing about Clay Greeley.
Excuse me. Timeout.
She brings it every night, every phase of the game. Solid.
Timeout taken by the Eagles.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Straub.
Welcome back. Hawaii up 9 serving 3 here in the second. And leading 1-0 after taking the first 25-22. There was a little turbulence in the middle portion of that opening set as Nikki Taylor had to leave the floor, had some issues breathing. Ryan Kalei-Suji telling us that she used an inhaler in the hallway behind the bench. Re-entered the match, seems to be okay. Serve goes wide there, though, and a much-needed point for the Eagles. Here's Kazawa. Passed by Granado. Kahakai has to chase down the second touch, and Taylor from the back row couldn't get a full pop on it. So now Capolino from the outside. That's dug up by Granado. Middle set, Maglio the touch. Dawson able to dig it up. And now Lindovska blocked. The Eagles will go to her a second time. High hands. Granado keeps the sequence alive for Hawaii. Now Greeley. You know, you talked about it last night, Chris. She's working on trying to hit the ball simply harder, and that's exactly what she's doing this weekend.
Exactly. That was her big goal this weekend, was just be more of a terminator and not less of a keep the ball in play kind of player, but really terminate more often, and she certainly has done that both nights.
Capolino flying in, two-handed in the air by Taylor, and then put down by Lindovska. Stina Lindovska, excuse me.
She was a Patriot Player of the Week last week.
Yeah.
Most valuable player in their first tournament of the year, the DC Challenge. Didn't get the start tonight. So she's coming in to provide some energy and a few kills and blocks, I suppose.
Struggled a bit last night against UCLA. 7 kills, 31 attempts, hit 0.97. And an ace busted out by Hoakale Dawson. Taking over the full-time libero position this season. Had a career-high 23 digs in a win last week versus Georgetown.
Tough server, forced 2 bad passes.
Granado dug up by Dawson. Now Capolino. Right there is Taylor. Taylor gets the bump set and terminates.
So Nikki Taylor's entire game has improved so much since she started playing beach volleyball. I think it really helped with her footwork, her arm swing, hitting the D-ball like that. The ball's just arriving faster on the other side of the net. The teams can't adjust and dig it.
Another thing is just her physicality. The sand season leading into obviously a very dedicated and committed off-season workout regimen. But, I mean, she has come into 2015 in fine shape, a little stronger. And certainly it's showing as Winaso sends it into the twine.
Last year at this time, she was still sitting out, wasn't playing, missed the entire camp, missed the first few games because she had that elbow issue.
Lindovska with the serve. Here's McGill. McGill again as that one came back to the net. She's able to place it down. Olivia McGill. Such an efficient hitter, and you see the look in the eyes, always sort of that wide-eyed sort of facial expression. It's as if she's always processing something.
She's very focused, very serious, and she probably is processing the entire game plan.
Will process an ace for Taylor Higgins as she handcuffed Dawson.
Dawson originally came in as a backup center and then got converted to a libero and has been a great one for this American Eagle team.
Capolino. Oh, that one came off the palm. Smoking. Allison Capolino.
High school All-American, All-Patriot League last year, preseason All-Patriot League this year.
Led American University in kills per set and digs last year. That's an all-around effort. Taylor from the outside, denied access. Great job of taking the line away by Schmidova, right next to Aaron Swartz.
Extra celebration going on there by the Eagles. You know why? They haven't been able to stop Nikki all night long. That's Nikki's first error. No wonder they're celebrating.
Something to be pumped up about the way Nikki Taylor's been playing here so far tonight. 9 serving 13. Capolino attacks Greeley. perfect pass. McGill finishes the job.
Give Greeley all the credit, though. She took a very tough serve and popped it right up where Taylor Higgins could run a play.
Granato, 3 out serves already. That one gets in. Capolino from the back row against a triple block. She's able to still get it down. Capolino, who stands at only 5'9", for an outside hitter, obviously undersized, but she's still able to make it work.
She's got a great arm swing, though, and got some pretty good hops. And very intelligent play.
Olivia McGill, speaking of hops. Was held without a kill in the first set, but Olivia McGill obviously making much more of her presence felt here in set number 2. Middle set goes to Smith. Kept alive by Shmidova, who gets the set from Smith on the opposite side. Dug up over the net by Kahakai. Then they go back and forth a few times before Maglio pumps it long. But how about that role reversal with the middle hitter, Mary Smith, setting up the setter, Shmidova?
Yeah, that was a little unorthodox, to say the least. At the end of the fight, I think Maglio would rather hit that last ball than set it.
Now Shmidova to serve. 11 serving 15. And she serves it long. Ill-timed error there from the service line. And you see a little frustration from Shmidova. Amazing, though, the story of Barry Goldberg and how he came to be so prolific in recruiting international players. It's the location of American University in Washington, D.C., where the campus is. They're surrounded by all of these international embassies. As that middle set goes to Smith, and she gets the job done. And basically, he went to several of them and handed out some of his business cards and said, hey, if you can get a volleyball player here, we have a scholarship waiting for him. Started getting phone calls, and the pipeline was open.
He saves scholarships every year just for that reason.
Maglio denied by Smith.
Gets up early, but Smith moving right with her. Solid blocking job by Mary Smith.
Oh, and an inopportune service error there by Kazawa. Able to bail Hawaii out a little bit when American was poised to maybe make a run here.
Here comes Tai Manu Olivao in for Granato, maybe to give a little more offensive punch up front. We'll see.
17 serving 13. Greeley slaps it over. Outside Capolino off the block. Taylor, that one a little too hot to handle. And another impressive finish by Allison Capolino.
She's got that line shot that's really tough to block. 5 kills already for Allison.
Dawson with the serve. Middle set, Mags. Point Hawaii.
Maglio had a commit blocker on her as well. She saw the block take her across court, so she cut it back across her body and got the kill.
So here's Gianna Guinasso now to serve again. Got that one in. Capolino, the dink, and it hit the pin. So a point for Hawaii. They're up a 5 spot. Now remember, this is an American University team that took 4th-ranked Florida to 4 sets and pushed them nearly to 5, struggling against Hawaii tonight. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. The Jack Fact tonight. Block party and how. First 3 matches for Olivia McGill, 13 blocks versus Iowa, 11 blocks. I mean, this was a Hawaii team that was stout at the net through the first 3 matches, but last night against the Hawkeyes, they took it to another level. 17.5 total team blocks against Iowa as Lindowska shows a little bit of what she's made of. The reigning Patriot League Player of the Week, 4th time in her career.
ABC honorable mention All-American back in 2013.
And then delivers an ace. So Lindowska, again, held out of the first set here tonight. Maybe
And Coach Goldberg said, we're trying to light a fire under her. And sure enough, she's provided some fire.
Maybe it's happened, yeah. Maybe it's worked. She is bringing a little energy to the Eagles' side. Taimano Olivao bringing some pop to the Rainbow Wahine's side of the net.
Well, she had that block well formed. They were all set to stuff her. She found a way to get that ball inside the 3-meter line. What a shot. I think she surprised herself. Very difficult shot. That's her numbers there from last night. 7 kills, 286. Not bad.
Higgins. Capolino with the first touch. Comes flying in and pumps it long. No touch up front. So Hawaii back up by 5. Eric Goldberg in his 27th year became the 11th active Division I coach to reach 650 wins with the season opener last week against Howard.
He's been around a long time, but you know what? He's got no timeouts left.
Oh, what a pass by Capolino, diving across the sideline. The dink by Kazawa is sniffed out. Now Mano Olivao up the elevator. Kazawa there to keep it going. Capolino adjusts her step up. Kahakai the dig. Now Mano Olivao a second time, and this time it was a charm.
She's providing some offensive punch, to say the least. And leading from Hilo and Punahou.
Here's another Punahou alum, Taylor Higgins.
Taimano Olivao's teammate. Ty said her parents, Charlene and Sione, have been in both weekends to watch her.
17 serving 22. Greeley taking that service reception. Taylor blocked, but kept alive by Higgins. So the bump set goes to Mano Olivao. And Capolino there. Dawson sets up Kazawa. And McGill turns it back.
Good post block by Taimano Olivao. Goes straight up. Takes that line away. McGill takes care of the rest. The block party continues.
You know, there's a great sign in the corner of the arena behind what is currently the American bench, keeping track of the aces and blocks for Hawaii. They call it the Ace Club and Roofing Company. We'll see if we can get a shot of that, because they're going to have to add to the number there thanks to McKenna Granado. There it is.
Another ace.
The Ace Club and Roofing Company. They'll keep the tally at the end of each match. It's making the math a little bit easier for us. Lauren McKenzie making her first appearance here of the evening for American. And aloha ball for Hawaii in the second. Crowd quieting big time. Set goes to Kazawa. Kaboom!
On the close pass, notice that Schmiedeva draws 2 blockers. Because of all the offensive attacking she's been doing, it leaves Kazawa alone on the outside with only 1 blocker.
Kennedy Etheridge comes in to serve here for the Eagles, trying to put together a last-ditch effort in this second set. Greeley gets the pass and the swing and the finish. It was pretty clean, pretty tidy for the Rainbow Wahine in that second set. 25-18, and they may be able to bust open the broom closet tonight. Welcome back. Let's take a gander at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris.
Well, it's pretty obvious. Hawaii with 30 kills, the Americans 20 kills. Those are all points. That's going to convert into Hawaii's 25-22, 25-18 victory. And blocks, interesting. America with 5 blocks to Hawaii's 3. What happened to the block party from last night when they had 17? Maybe it'll change in this third set. We'll see.
They haven't necessarily needed the block party so far against American U tonight. Now, hey, look, you don't want to assume this, but if Hawaii is able to finish it up here in 3, how apropos and how well-timed would that be in anticipation of tomorrow's match against number 25 UCLA? So is it important for Hawaii to finish it in 3?
I think it's very important. I think that Nikki Taylor needs to not hit 52 balls again. I think that the team in general needs to be resting up for tomorrow afternoon. Remember, it's an afternoon match, it's shorter turnaround time. And I think that notice that Annie Mitchum's coming in, so she's going to give somebody relief here. Looks like she's giving Emily Maglio relief here in the 3rd set. So, but I think Nikki Taylor's one. I think that they could use a short night for her would be really helpful. UCLA is playing, I think, the best volleyball of anybody in the tournament right now. With all due respect to Hawaii, the Bruins are really sharp. Still stinging from the Loyola Marymount loss last weekend. 2nd year in a row they lost to Loyola Marymount. And I just think they're out for redemption somehow. They're playing with extra motivation. So I think Hawaii's really got to be careful about that UCLA match tomorrow. And of course, Mike Seeley knows everything that Dave Shoji does. He was an assistant here for several years, and so there'll be no secrets there, to be sure.
Hey, look, it's the 36th year that UCLA has come out consecutively to the island, so it's Hawaii UCLA. It's going to be off the hook. It always is.
It will be. It'll be an amazing match. I'm looking forward to it.
But for the Rainbow Wahine, as Capolino helps him out a little bit with the service error, you don't want to look too far ahead of what the situation and the assignment is in front of you, which is finishing off the Eagles.
How about Higgins with their 4th service ace of the night?
Correct.
He really got it going.
This is such a major weapon for Hawaii when she has this serve dialed in. Into the twine it goes. Do you get credit on the bocce on that one, or is it a wash?
Yeah, I guess I'll take it. It's even. It's 1-1.
Here's Etheridge to serve for the Eagles. 1 serving 2 here in set number 3. Middle set, McGill found the open floor.
Notice there Higgins trying to establish the middle. Left Nikki Taylor alone on the outside. Save your legs, Nikki. Save your arm. Looks like Taimano Olival got the start in the front row, and now she's going to get to play in the back row as well. Bringing out her jump serve.
That serve can also be a tremendous weapon, but she hasn't really been able to calibrate it yet here in the 2015 season.
She mostly misses short, into the net. She rarely misses long. I'm sure she will correct that.
Monica Schmidova to serve. Greeley, that is on the money. And McGill, off of the set from Higgins, is able to pound it home. Oh, so effortlessly.
Her hang time is pretty amazing. As a setter, she's like your dream hitter.
Lindowska, diving save, Mano Leval, but nobody could get the second touch. So a kill for Christina Lindowska. And a point for American. It is 3 serving 4. Two-hand pass by Greeley. Here's Annie Mitchum. Annie Mitchum coming into this match with 6 kills and 8 blocks on the season. Had 2 kills and 4 roofs last night versus the Iowa Hawkeyes, and just slowly getting a little bit more involved here as the season progresses. Remember, she joined late in training camp.
Right, and credit Greeley for the great pass there. She took that one with her hands as opposed to bumping it up, showing that she's developing some versatility as a passer.
Served by Taylor. Even better pass by Dawson. Right side set, Lindowska on one knee, dug up by Kahakai. Now Mano Leval, as if she repelled from the rafters.
That's what she brings. I told you last night. That's what she brings to the offense when she plays back row. She'll hit that pipe out of the back row and be very effective. Whole new tool in Taylor Higgins' kit.
Yeah, you mentioned that is why it is such a benefit if she can play through 6 rotations all the way through the back row.
Exactly. How about that last serve by Nikki Taylor? It was passed up well by American, but it was a bomb.
6 serving 3. Pancake save by Shmidova, and Higgins puts it down for a Hawaii kill. It looked like a sure ace after it tickled the tape. Shmidova somehow kept it alive, but Taylor Higgins getting the kill from the center spot.
Looks like a very cool play. There's a tickle the twine. There's a pancake. And here's a setter that's very happy that she got her first kill of the night.
Nikki Taylor sending the ensuing serve long. But yeah, we had to give Taylor Higgins the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. Here's Dawson. Two-handed by Greeley, who has been on point in her passing game. Good scramble by the Eagles to return it on the Mitchum swing. Now Greeley will get a swing herself, and she'll finish the job. Kalei Greeley has been so solid tonight.
She really has. Great passing, great digging, great swinging from the outside. Just a solid player who's getting better every night.
Hitting the ball a little harder, it seems, every night. High and away, Capolino, high hands. Greeley there with the perfect targeted dig again. And Nikki Taylor on that D set finishes the deal. I mean, that's clockwork right there for Hawaii.
There's the first set to Nikki Taylor here in this third set. Taylor Higgins, I think, intentionally working the middles, working Olivao, working Greeley.
Capolino, left hand, soft hit, diving save by Kahakai. Mitchum had a second touch, and it would have been nearly miraculous had Higgins gotten it back to the American side of the floor. So a point for the Eagles, 5 serving 9 coming up. Barry Goldberg, you know, he tells a funny story about Huakale Dawson as well. He said the first time she arrived in D.C., first day, she gave all of us hugs. We had no idea what she was doing. That's the Hawaii way, as Annie Mitchum puts it down. Here, the entire team comes out here, and as he experienced, everybody hugs.
Yeah, and how about the way that Huakale Dawson's family embraced this American team? They took them to a country beach house and did Hawaiian traditional arts and crafts and taught them all about the Hawaiian culture. And
what a dig by Claire Marie Anderson. Second touch by Taylor. Higgins sends it over. Eagles go step out. And that's Aaron Swartz blocked. And the Eagles can't return it. It goes in the books as a roof.
Taimano Olivao picks up a block solo. And Claire Marie Anderson was the star of the play with that great dig.
Very unassuming. 5'7", the sophomore, also out of Punahou, but has missed just one serve so far this season and has been nails in that back row for the times that she's been out there.
Capolino manages to find a little bit of a seam there as McGill slightly late getting to the outside.
Here's Capolino to serve. Greeley, how about the pass? Right there again. McGill, though, was blocked because Alexandra Kazawa was right there, ready, willing, and able.
This is where Greeley, I think, can develop more of an arsenal. Not Greeley, but McGill can more of an arsenal by going behind the setter once in a while and split that block up.
Great pass by Kahakai. Here's Taylor from the back row.
That time, McGill did choose a different set. She was going to hit a 31 that time and split the block up. And they paid attention to her, and you see it gives Nikki Taylor a one blocker only. Aaron Swartz could not get to the outside. She was all worried about McGill hitting the 31.
13 kills for Nikki Taylor. Higgins with the tough serve, good pass, and on the step out at Swartz, dug up by Kahakai. Now, Mano Levao unleashing one into the back row.
She's bringing some heavy artillery and the smiling celebrations. You gotta love it from the senior captain.
Here's the other captain. Higgins pumping it long.
Junior captain.
So still a 5-point advantage here for Hawaii. But 8 serving 13. For the Eagles, what has it been? I mean, this is a team with a lot of expectations this year. They are senior heavy. Obviously a long road trip, longer than anything that they have previously experienced. But what seems to be holding them back here so far in the islands as Mary Smith, who's played much more maturely than what her freshman status would lead you to believe, able to get the block. But what's been holding them back, you think?
I think that part of it's a jet lag. I don't think it helped to hike Diamond Head the day they played UCLA. You know, there's a number of things, but also this is the big screen. This is the big arena with lots of fans. You know, the stage is big, and maybe some just aren't quite used to the stage. I think, you know, their normal crowds are around 100 to 200. Here we have 5,000 people, so even though they're seniors and senior laden and experienced, there's nothing quite like playing in the Stan Sheriff Center.
We'll get another look at Casey Castillo, playing for the first time since last Sunday against Oregon State. Forced the overpass, but then the Eagles able to win the joust at the net. So a point for American.
Schmiedeva again, just such a veteran, so smart with those close plays at the net. She'll either dump him or she'll win the joust. Take your pick.
There is Schmiedeva to serve. 10 serving 14. American hanging around, and that's going to help an ace as Castillo wasn't able to handle it. Dave showed you trying to dip into the reserves a little bit. Remember, against Oregon State on Sunday, everybody played.
Right away, they were picking on the freshman, the youngest player on the court. Coaches know where to tell their server's name. There it was again.
Castillo with the good pass there, and McGill smashes it. That's 8 kills for Olivia McGill on 15 swings. She's hitting 400. Hawaii up 4.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at BigIslandCandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate-dipped shortbreads.
Some potential future Rainbow Wahine in the stands here tonight at the Stan Sheriff Center. And it's been all good so far for Hawaii. It has been a fairly low-pressure scenario here in this match so far. As Savannah Kahakai serves at 15, serving 11. Great dig, Higgins, but then the miss hit by Greeley. Hawaii up 2 sets to none. American with that point, able to cut this third set score to 3. So hanging around, but so far Hawaii hasn't really had to sweat too much out of concern. Higgins with the bumps at the Taylor. Wasn't able to get the full swing on it. So now the middle set, that went to Smith. Dug up by Higgins. Now Taylor from Kahakai got blocked. Mary Smith again putting together a pretty solid evening. She's got 3 kills, hitting 500 to go along with 4 blocks.
It's pretty imposing up there. Nice shuffle step to the outside, 6'4".
Pass Castillo. Here's Taylor against a solo block. Dug up by Schmiedeva over the net. Mitchum able to put it down.
Boy, Hawaii's middles playing so solidly tonight. Olivia McGill, 8 kills, hitting 400. Emily Maglio, 4 kills.
Go blockers.
And Mitchum now with 3 kills in 4 tries.
And Greeley able to clean up that mess, which was caused by the tough Nikki Taylor serve. Yeah, you talk about the middles. I mean, Chris, we got between McGill, Maglio, and Mitchum. You got 14 kills on 30 swings. Looking good. Welcome back. UH fans, select your exact seat locations when purchasing individual game tickets at hawaiiathletics.com. Click on the tickets button to print your tickets. Avoid the lines by going online. 17 serving 13 here in set 3 out of the timeout. High and away, the set goes to Capolino and a net violation called against Hawaii.
Time Taylor Higgins getting tangled up in the the net. Good swing by Capolino. 7 kills now to lead the way for the Eagles.
Pass by Greeley, pushed over on the second touch by Higgins. Right side set goes to Lindovska, and she finishes the job. That's a great set over there by Schmidova. And don't look now, Hawaii can't really pussyfoot through this third set with the fact that American is just 2 points down, looking to extend this match.
No question, they've got to be careful. This American team, remember, they played right with the 4th-ranked team in the country, Florida. Almost took them to 5 sets.
Little scramble play. Castillo from the floor sends it over. Here's right side, Lindovska. Again, able to get the kill. And the Eagles are within 1, and Dave Shoji, sensing things unraveling, signals for a timeout. It was more or less kind of a cruise control vibe for Hawaii in this third set, but American making it a challenge.
Dave Shoji using his entire roster tonight. I think the only player who has not played, well, I guess everybody has played. All 15 or 16 have played.
I'm not sure if we've seen Anna Ponce.
She did. She came in briefly, according to the... And she came in and it says your Katiana Ponce had 1 kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's
correct.
Yeah.
We got a misprint there. I don't remember seeing her come in either. But anyway,
you know what?
He's using a lot of players.
She'll take it.
Yeah, he's using a lot of players, and that's causing for some of the confusion sometimes. Not as steady, not as predictable.
Oh, and that's the give and take, right? That's sort of the risk-reward of, hey, let's clear the bench a little bit, get a little extra rest for our players as we anticipate tomorrow against a UCLA team that looks every bit like the usual juggernaut, at least here in this tournament so far. But, you know, you run the risk of maybe having a little sloppier play, things getting a little bit more disorganized, and then if you extend the match, you know, that's sort of the worst-case scenario under those terms. But
exactly.
We'll see if that timeout helps out. Mike Seeley, head coach for UCLA, former assistant here at Hawaii. Going to have the Bruins ready, you know that. Announced attendance tonight, by the way, just under 5,000. 4,989 to be exact, through the turnstile. Owakale Dawson will serve for American. Hawaii trying to finish the deal here in 3. Castillo, good pass. Outside it goes to Greeley.
Ever since Castillo's first bad pass, she's had 3 or 4 right on the money. Well, the freshman from San Diego doing quite a job. I watched her play in practice and during camp quite a bit. I was just waiting for the time when she was going to get her chance. She's been playing really well on that B side of the court, making it tough on the A side as a starting team.
So 18 serving 16. That ended a run for American that was 6-1. Lindovska blocked. They'll go outside this time to Capolino. And a net violation again against Hawaii. And again, it's Taylor Higgins.
Taylor's trying a little bit too hard to stuff block up there or maybe get a big-time play. She's swing blocking. She's going up there, but yeah, gets her left forearm on the cable.
Kahakai with the pass. Here's Mano Levao off the block and out.
Well, she's just flat out on fire. 8 kills in 11 tries, hitting over 700. What an offensive night Mano Levao is having.
And probably just what she needed, right? Just a reason to feel good and confident once again, because we all know she's got the skills. It's just a matter of playing loosely.
Yeah.
Little overpass. McGill places it oh so gently. Eagles wanted the violation on a reach over, but nothing doing from top official Denise Hansen.
Here comes the closer.
Kendra Kelsch coming in.
Here's a net cam. We'll show you how the ball is 50-50. The ball is right there above the net. As soon as it gets above the net, it's anybody's ball.
Claire Marie Anderson with the serve. Eyeing away. Here's Castellino through the block and down. Again, Kelsch out there for Taylor Higgins. And Higgins will come right back in. Ryan Suji actually had a really great point in the postgame last night, talking about the relationship between Taylor Higgins and Kendra Kelsch. And Hey, look, they've competed for playing time at the center position, but you see the way they interact, and, I mean, they are in full support of one another at all times.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Best friends.
Here's Taylor. Oh, a diving save in the back row, nicely done. But unfortunately, American couldn't convert as Kazawa.
Great dig by Flanderen. Shelby Flanderen, the 5'9" freshman libero out of South Lake, Texas. Picked up that Taylor dig, Taylor attack.
Hey, defend the center.
21 serving 18. Higgins. Pass by Capolino. Outside, it goes to Kazawa, dug up over the net. Middle set, McGill ate it up as Aaron Swartz got that one turned back.
Americans going to call their final timeout. Olivia McGill. How about the celebration by McGill as well? She goes up, presses over, turns around. There's that big smile. Coach Barry Goldberg has seen enough. Team got close, got to within 2, or got within 1, and then Hawaii's just starting to run away and hide now.
22-18, Hawaii 3 points away from finishing the sweep here against American University. And I would say if they're able to close the book here in the third, you would have to say that it was an impressive performance by Hawaii from the standpoint of how efficient and for the most part how sort of clean it was.
I think one of the biggest goals I think that Dave Shoji met tonight was the fact that he got Nikki Taylor fewer sets. Right now she's got 22 sets. And I think that that's very important if they're going to be successful tomorrow night. He's had 14 kills, hitting .522, having another monster night, 2 aces. But clearly, the team, as you say, has been much, much more efficient.
Well, while we have a chance, let's check out How It Works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Chris.
One of the advantages of having time on Olival in the back row is that she can now hit this particular set, the pipe set, out of the back row, coming from behind the 3-meter line, showing that. Let's see, watch it from up high. There she is, another angle. That's a front row attack there, but anyway, she hits that pipe set out of the back row, and it provides Hawaii just another piece of the arsenal, and another player who can attack from the back besides Nikki Taylor.
Kazawa, hard angle. She finds that sideline, just pings it up against it.
Kazawa now with 7 kills, leading the way though. Capolino, a 5'9" outside hitter. Capolino with double digits in kills.
Served by Etheridge. Pass Greeley, another good one, and Taylor lights out. She brought the thunder.
She really did. She was facing a pretty solid block there. Both players up. She had Shmidova up on her, and she also had Smith.
But again, Greeley in service receiving tonight. Just on point.
Yeah, she really has been.
23 serving 19. High and away, Kazawa blasts one past the block again.
You talk about Greeley's passing, sort of an unsung hero, sort of a duty that passers do. Not many people recognize how difficult it is and how important it is and how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out.
Shmidova, 20 serving 23. Castillo with a good pass. Greeley off the hands. One hand saved Shmidova, but nobody could get her back. And they will rise here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Savannah Kahakai awaiting the cue. Serving for the match, Aloha ball. Floats it over. Pass tight to the net. Annie Mitchum with the solo swat. And Hawaii wins. E kahi, e lua, aloha here on night of the Hawaiian Airlines Volleyball Classic.
Dave showed you 5,000 other fans were happy the Rainbow Wahine got out of this 1-3. This is an American team that can be described as dangerous because of the performance they had against Florida. Dave showed you, told us earlier that he says American will be in the tournament. They'll be in the NCAA tournament. They'll win the Patriot League, and they're going to be dangerous in the postseason.
And that looks to help Hawaii somewhat in the RPI, right? I mean, because this is a team, once it gets into conference play, they're not going to lose a lot. And so as you project things forward, this is a Hawaii team, heck, even the win last week over Wichita State. When these teams get into their leagues, they're not going to lose very often, which only bodes well for Hawaii from an RPI standpoint.
Exactly. So Dave showed you he's got to be happy about the way this tournament has worked out. You're going 5-0 here to start the season. That hasn't been the way it's been drawn up the last few years. So Dave showed you he's got to be happy. There's the 5-0.
I love these guys. I love how they're keeping track of the record here night in and night out. And yes, Hawaii 5-0 here for the Rainbow Wahine to start 2015. 5-0 for the first time since 2012. Scott Robbs is with Dave Shoji. Scott.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. I thought your passing was pretty good tonight, which allowed you guys to go to the middle, which opened up the outsides.
Well, it always works like that. You know, if you can get a pass, then, you do all those kind of things, and everybody benefits by a good pass. So, McKenna went in and early, kind of set the tone for our passing. We struggled a little bit, but, for the most part, it was good.
Talking about McKenna, you gave her the start tonight in place of Taimano Olivao. And then Ty came off the bench and really responded for you offensively.
I don't think Ty's had an error in the last 2 matches, so I think, we take a little bit of pressure off of her in the back row. She's not thinking so much. She can concentrate on blocking and hitting. I think it's paying off for us as a team.
All righty, Coach, this sets up a true championship match tomorrow at 5 o'clock against UCLA. And the Bruins have looked, I thought, pretty good the first 2 nights.
Well, they did look really good. And, they got some height in the middle. They're 6'6", 6'5" in the middle. And so that's going to bother us, I know. Really smart outside hitters. The center's very athletic. So it'll be a heck of a match. And, I look forward to it. It's always fun playing the Bruins.
Hawaii 5-0. 5-0 sounds good, right?
Sounds good. We want to be 6-0, though, after tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, Scott.
All right, back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Monica Schmidova, the setter for American U, 24 assists, 4 kills, 5 digs. Taylor Higgins, the setter for Hawaii. Great to have an opportunity to recognize and acknowledge her performance. She has been pretty darn solid the last few matches. 41 assists tonight, 6 digs, and she had it going from the service line, Chris.
Best I've seen her in 3 years. She just was on a roll.
And Taimano Olivao, you heard Dave talking about it. 0 errors tonight, 8 kills on 11 swings, hit .727, and so utilized when she is in the back row, as we see right here from the top angle.
She just comes flying out of the back. Great set from her former high school teammate, Taylor Higgins. And when Hawaii has that extra weapon, they become an entirely different team. And I know Mike Seeley was charting that down, by the way. I watched him. He was charting that down. Oh, they got Taimano Olivao hitting out of the back. So we'll see if Ty is allowed to play in the back. If she is, guarantee Taylor Higgins is going to set her at some point.
Yeah. Well, as imposing as UCLA has looked here so far in this tournament, that was just what the doctor ordered for Hawaii, right? Get in, get out, quick, efficient night at the office in preparation for the Bruins.
And the best part, as I said earlier, might have been Nikki Taylor only hitting 22 balls. That's huge for her to get a lot of rest.
All right, well, UCLA, Hawaii. Every year, we see it. Every year seems to be a good one. Always brings out the best in both programs. You have that deep, long connection between the two schools. What are you anticipating tomorrow, Chris?
I think it's going to be an absolute barn burner. Both teams are really well matched up at the net. Both teams are tall. There you see Coach Seeley. David will have his hands full against a coach who's won an NCAA championship a few years ago. So Coach Seeley knows how to play when the lights are on. His staff is very good. They're going to be well trained. Here's the other thing. I still say that they're still playing with a chip on their shoulder when they lost to LMU last weekend. Crosstown rival, smaller school, smaller league, and they get beat 3-0. Now they practiced and played angry ever since, and they've played really well. Sharpest team in the tournament, I think, as I said earlier. They've just been flawless, running over every team they find until maybe tomorrow they'll run up against a little bit different challenge against University of Hawaii.
That's the hope, at least, certainly for the home fans. But hey, UCLA has used this tournament in the past as a launching pad for the rest of the season. And so that's certainly something they're looking to get out of the Hawaiian Airlines Wahine Classic again. Hawaii will try to see if they can disrupt that.
Yeah, I think Hawaii's won 12 times and UCLA's won 11. And UCLA would like to tie it up at 11-all, I think. And Hawaii would love to stretch the margin to 13-11. We'll see.
Yeah, always fun to set up UCLA and Hawaii. We look forward to that one tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget about the post-game show. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. We will see you here at the Stan Sheriff Center under the Sunday evening lights for Hawaii and UCLA, the latest chapter. Hawaii off to a 5-0 start in 2015. See you tomorrow, everybody.